This is going to be a cut and paste video. Back in mailbag 30, I picked up the Anemometer and also humidity display sensor. And I'm going to do a quick calibration on it. Well, I'm going to check the calibration. The first step is pretty standard. What you do is you take some salt, put it in a bowl, put some water in it, get it into a slurry, and the humidity in this bag, which has now been sitting for several days, should be about 75%. For the little display, it's 73 with a temperature of 21.6. And on this, okay, I'm going to have to bring the camera down. It's reading 21.6, so the temperature is pretty well bang on. But the humidity is at 69.8. So this one's off a bit more than this one here. So the next step is going to be, I'm going to get some potassium hydroxide, and if you've ever made soaps, you may have used it. But if you haven't used it, you probably don't want to go near the stuff. It's extremely caustic and hazardous to your health. So in a few days' time, which will probably be a few seconds for you, I'll fill up another of these with that chemical, and we'll see what type of humidity reading it gets. It should be around 10%, which is the limit, I believe, on this here. So, using potassium hydroxide, I got the thing down to 10% humidity. And there's potassium hydroxide in the little bowl. My soap making supplies. And this stuff is so hydroscopic. You put it in one bag, seal it, put it in another bag, seal it. Otherwise, it will actually absorb water, and then you won't have a clue on proper proportions for making soap. I'm in the living room right now. The dehumidifier is making all that noise. Reads 38. The relative humidity on the other little one is 39. It has bounced between 38 and 39. And you're not gonna focus on this thing, are you? Oh, there we go. You probably saw the reflection of the spider plant. And this is reading a humidity of relative humidity of 35.9. Probably my breathing's bringing it up, but it's bouncing about. And the two temperatures are about a degree off, so that's not too bad. So I've taken the batteries out of this. Now it's time to pop it open. If I knew where my splitger is, I'd be using it. Of course, maybe I'll just stab myself by accident. And this side now. There we go. And not a lot to these. Keep my grimy fingers off the parts. Okay, obviously. And batteries here. There's the temperature sensor. And that's probably going to be the humidity then. There's a lot of other videos on these things. Might want to check out somebody that's better at it than me. Flipping it over. There's a nice little, I guess it's a zebra type strip. And on the other side, whoops, there we go, blob chip. Not only just a blob chip, but splatterings of solder here. This one doesn't even look like they soldered it. Doesn't look like they soldered this one here. And it doesn't look like they soldered that one there. Okay, let's see if this is all in focus proper. I guess there's a shortage of solder on that day. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts not properly soldered on. Oh well, so much for quality assurance. And that's it. And I actually am reassembling it. See if it's still good. Now, holes probably go that way for the sensor, and the batteries line up. Yep. And let's see if this thing still works. Kind of be a bit worried that it'd be off by now because yeah, it works. Okay. Because it's now been exposed to potassium hydroxide and also vinegar, because a tiny bit of the potassium hydroxide did get on here, and vinegar's a nice way to clean it off and neutralize it.